Hello, my name is Eamonn Patten. I work with Teagasc in Ballinrobe, County Mayo, mainly on the sheep side of things. Today we're working here in Teagasc Athenry. How we're doing a simple basic check that most sheep farmers should carry out on the ram pre-mating. The check should be carried out maybe 8 to 10 weeks before the mating season. They do talk about the 5 T's, and the first T would be timing, and that's your 8 to 10 weeks before the mating season. You hear people talk about treatment, and that is to solve any problems in the 8 to 10 weeks before mating. The second T that has been talked about then is the tone of the animal, and the tone refers to the general conformation of the animal and what fat score he's at. We need to have the ram at a condition score of 3.5 to 4. 4 might be a bit on the fat side for a ram working, but remember this ram is going to be working for 6-7 weeks during mating, and he won't be very interested in food, so he's going to lose a lot of condition. So that's why we talk about having it near the 4 rather than the 3. So that's the tone of the animal. Third T then was what we call teeth, okay, and the teeth refers to a lot of things, but we're looking at the animal's head generally. You like to have a nice clean eye on the animal, check him that he's not anemic, make sure that there's no abscess on his head, that there's no scar tissue or no scabs or anything that you think might be infectious. Especially that would be very important if you're buying in a ram. Also, looking at the teeth themselves, you want to have a good check that he has not a hog mouth or a parrot mouth. The incisor teeth at the front meet the dental pad fairly squarely. Also check the molar teeth down the sides if you can, just rub your hands down the jaws, check for any irregularities. You know, the teeth are important because that's his route to nourishment for them 6 or 7 weeks. But the next T we will talk about then would be his toes, and the toes again kind of is a short term for the general functionality of the ram, that he's able to perform his duties during the mating season, that he's not lame. An older ram, you may have to check that he has no arthritis, no stiffness. If he has, he's not going to mate properly with the animal or with the ewes. The last T is the testicles, and that really refers to all the reproductive organs on the animal. You want to actually do a check on the testicles. You can do that with the animal standing up. It just means palpating the testicles to see is there any abnormalities there. Any lumps, any bruises, or any sign of infections or injuries. You can check the penis as well, and all the reproductive organs. So that's your 5 T's. The importance of this NCT on the ram pre the mating season. The ram is deemed to be half the flock, okay? So if he's half the flock, you want to kind of reduce your costs on that half of the flock. If you can get the ram to last 4 years versus 2 years, that's a big saving on costs. We look at the stair ratings on rams as well nowadays, so we're trying to get across this idea of combining the physical check on the animal with the data behind the animal, which would be the stair ratings from Sheep Ireland. And it's no good really looking at one individual item without the other. So a combination of the two approaches is probably what we're trying to get across today.